Nobody expected this. Not after everything that's happened. Not after the cheating scandals. Not after the public humiliation. And definitely not after years of fans begging Khloé Kardashian to finally move on. But somehow, Khloé Kardashian just sat down face to face with Tristan Thompson for a revealing podcast interview, and the internet immediately lost its mind. The moment the teaser dropped, social media exploded. Comments flooded every platform. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. Many were asking the same question. Why is Khloé still giving this man attention after everything he put her through? Others went even further, accusing Tristan of using the interview to repair his damaged image. And honestly, considering his history, people weren't exactly rushing to give him the benefit of the doubt. Because let's not forget, this isn't a relationship that ended because of one mistake. This is a relationship that became one of the most talked about celebrity scandals in recent memory. Yet here they were, sitting together, laughing, sharing stories, talking about respect, and what happened next shocked fans. Right from the start, Khloé admitted she knew the backlash was coming. She said people don't realize how much time has passed since their breakup. According to her, 5 years have changed everything. They've matured, they've evolved, they've learned how to co-parent, and they've worked hard to build a healthy relationship for their children. But many viewers weren't buying it, because just weeks before this podcast aired, Tristan had made headlines for another interview. During that appearance, he described his very first date with Khloé, not just vaguely, in shocking detail. He remembered exactly what she was wearing, exactly where they went, exactly how he felt. And fans couldn't help but point out the obvious contradiction. How can someone remember every detail of a first date from 10 years ago, yet repeatedly betray the person they claim to love? The internet exploded. Comments poured in from every direction. Some called it romantic. Mamas.
That's why I've always been so adamant about the kids won't see us fight. I want you to be as active as and present as you want to be in their lives. And I don't ever want to be the reason when my kids get older and they say, oh, why wasn't daddy around? And then it would be me. Like, I'm so proud of both of us, but really proud of myself that whatever adult drama we have, I keep it to the adults.
I think the most important thing with having children is about always conducting yourself with respect around the mother, the father, because kids hear everything, they remember everything. And I think we do a good job at that. I think like any humans, you're going to have your disagreements and you're going to bump heads, but I think we do a good job keeping that pride away from the kids. And I think we have matured enough over the 5 years where I think maybe earlier, you know, those arguments might have been a little bit.
Others called it manipulative, and that's when things took a surprising turn. Instead of defending herself or attacking Tristan, Khloé started talking about forgiveness. She explained that while she doesn't excuse what happened, she's no longer willing to live in anger. She said she's focused on peace, on healing, on creating stability for their children. And while some people respected her maturity, others felt she was being far too forgiving. Because for many fans, Tristan's actions aren't just old mistakes. They're patterns, repeated patterns, and that's a huge difference. But that's not even the craziest part. The conversation eventually shifted toward the cheating itself, and Khloé made a statement that immediately caught everyone's attention. She suggested that when she forgave Tristan the first time and stayed in the relationship, it may have unintentionally taught him that there would be no consequences. In other words, maybe he thought she'd always come back. Maybe he thought he could keep getting second chances. And for the first time in a long time, viewers
grief
felt like
and death. Or now we have to communicate for the care of Amari, and how do we do so and still co-parent? And I think it just made you see me in a different light, and we became really good friends. And now we lean on each other in a friendship way.
She also
Khloé was
addressed how
finally
people
acknowledging something they'd been saying for years. Then Tristan responded, and his answer left people stunned. When asked why he kept making the same mistakes, he struggled to explain it. He admitted he wasn't proud of his actions. He admitted he hurt people. But when Khloé pressed him on why it happened over and over again, his answer wasn't exactly convincing. He blamed youth. He blamed circumstances.
I saw you did a podcast, and you were like, I would do anything for Khloé. And I saw a lot of the comments were like, oh, you would do anything but be faithful. That was one of them. That bothered me because, yes, you've done dumb, but also it was so many years ago. I'm not excusing it. I'm saying we're in a totally different phase now. And I think when you said that comment that you would do anything for me, you mean like the person that you know now. Like there's just a different level of respect. I think a much more mature level of respect. And it's without intimacy, which I think is also a much deeper level, because what's keeping us here is true, solid qualities about one another.
Life
Tristan
moving too fast, and almost immediately viewers started criticizing him online. Many felt he still wasn't taking full accountability. Many believed he was giving excuses instead of answers. And that criticism only intensified as the interview continued. Because despite everything that had happened, Tristan repeatedly spoke about respect. Respect for Khloé, respect for co-parenting, respect for family. And while those words sounded good on paper, fans couldn't stop comparing them to his past actions. What happened next shocked fans. The conversation turned toward dating, specifically how Tristan would feel if Khloé started seeing someone new, and the moment the question was asked, the tension in the room became obvious. Tristan admitted he wouldn't like it. Khloé immediately called him out, and viewers loved every second of it. Social media users were quick to point out the irony. After all, I see, this is the same
honestly,
man who repeated.
The reality is, like, listen, guys, like the person we were 5 years ago is totally different now. We've had real life happen to us, but we've grown. And I think people worry about too much of the past. And like, when I mean like people, not us, but I think like I've had our conversations, you know, of course, we've done things we're not proud of. I've done things I'm not proud of. Anyways, this, that, and the third, and it doesn't mean we take it away.
You.
Yes, me, but but I'm just saying there's times where you might have said something to me that was very disrespectful.
I'm proud of all of those things I've said to you.
What do you mean?
The most dirty and disrespectful things I've said, I do not take back.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like I said, we've all done things that might have accepted.
The same man who repeatedly damaged the relationship, yet somehow struggled with the idea of Khloé moving on. Many viewers called the moment one of the most satisfying parts of the entire interview, but even that wasn't the biggest revelation, because near the end of the conversation, they discussed something nobody expected: future children, and that's where things became truly unbelievable. The pair revealed that they still have embryos together, meaning they could technically have more children in the future. The revelation instantly sparked another wave of online reactions. Some people were shocked, others were confused, and many couldn't understand why that possibility still existed after everything that happened between them. Then things took a surprising turn. Khloé revealed that she had encouraged Tristan to get a vasectomy. Yes, you heard that correctly. And according to the conversation, he actually followed through. The moment quickly became one of the most talked about clips from the entire podcast. The internet exploded once again. Memes appeared everywhere. Reaction videos started flooding TikTok, and fans couldn't stop discussing the bizarre revelation. By the time the interview ended, one thing had become crystal clear. Khloé and Tristan may have moved on from their romantic relationship, but the public definitely hasn't. Some viewers praised Khloé's maturity, others argued she was being far too kind. Some believed Tristan has genuinely changed. Others think he's simply benefiting from Khloé's willingness to forgive. And that's exactly why this interview has become such a massive talking point, because no matter where you stand, nobody expected this conversation to happen. And after everything that was revealed, the debate is bigger than ever. So now, the question is yours. Do you think Khloé is showing incredible strength by moving forward? Or do you think she's giving Tristan far more grace than he deserves? Let me know in the comments below.